Please, will you introduce yourself?
I am Francis Quimpi, a teacher at Kwekuma MA Basic School.
What subject do you teach here?
I teach science.
For how long have you been teaching
I have
science?
been teaching science for almost 10 years now. And I have been teaching science lesson 90% theoretical and 10% practical.
What has been your involvement in the EduDrive science practical lesson?
I have been involved in EduDrive science practical lesson for some time now.
And how do you compare it to your previous ways of teaching science?
In comparing the EduDrive program and my previous lesson, there is a vast difference, because in the first instance in which I was teaching science without the involvement of EduDrive, it was very difficult for the children to understand the lesson. But with the involvement of EduDrive, it has made the teaching and learning of science become much more easier, and the children understand the lessons or the practical nature of science because they are now involved in practical lessons, which has made it much more easier and then have broadened their scope in science.
How do you use table tennis to teach science?
I use table tennis in teaching science during one of my lessons, in which a topic called machines. In the topic called machines, there is a subtopic called third class lever. In third class lever, the child holding the racket, as a result of it, extends from the racket to the end, or from the racket to the arm, is the effort, and the elbow becomes the pivot, which allows the child's movement of the hand, and the ball now becomes our load. So with the movement of the hand, in which force is applied to the ball, now becomes our load. So now the children are able to understand what we mean by third class lever. And in another example is the tongue, in which the pivot is the tip or the elbow of the tongue, and the hands becomes the effort, and then the load is where the tongue holds the object. So now the children really understand the third class lever in science. I would like to thank ITTF Foundation, project coordinators, and the STEM coordinator in the person of Mr. Nana Opoku Jackson. I humbly ask for support for our laboratory that we want to build. So I ask for corporate world to come and support us in building this STEM laboratory. Thank you very much.